I've done a video earlier how to install a brick fireplace. I get a lot of questions out of how the wiring. Without it being pre-wired, or getting an electrician to come in and try to pre-wire it, there's only a few options you have. One, which you have to be careful with, but you can lightly take out a little bit of the grout line of your mortar joint, and enough to get. Now you don't want to go if you've got a ton of cabling to go through. You don't want to take the integrity out of the brick structure itself, but you can take up to about an inch down the line. So I'll show you what I did. As you can see, I start over here, and I've actually taken it behind this mold and running it down to the bottom, over into the wall, and it comes out. It comes into the wall and then out, back out. So it's all this stuff's hid. You don't see anything. But what I'm doing here is now that I've got this part done, you just tuck it in. Now that I got it completely tucked in. But I got so many questions on that last video of ways to do it that just ain't going to cost you astronomically an arm and a leg. And this is one way of doing it. Now what I'll do is I'll come back, I'll take out a little bit more. You want to have at least a 1/4 inch, and then I'll use a grout caulk, which is almost similar to this color, grayish. And I'll use that, and it'll blend in fairly well. It won't be perfect. You'll notice most people won't. And you can actually, after that, if you want to, wet it, and if you can use some of your sandings that you have left over from your mortar that you sanded out earlier. Use that and mix it in with your grout, and it almost matches perfectly. Matches perfectly. So that's just one little trick that I use. It saves you a lot of money instead of having to get the electrician. A lot of times you can't do it. In this case, you couldn't physically do it. There's no way to do it. So this is one option. I'm sure there's others. If people want to give me any feedback, I'll be glad to hear it. And if you have any questions or any service, call us at South Charlotte Services in Charlotte, North Carolina. Thank you.